Good morning, everyone. Sort of morning. It's almost noon, but so Michaela and I are hopping on today for our Monday Facebook Live, which we decided that we're going to call our Monday mornings coffee with Maya and Michaela. So today we are going to talk about hectic mornings because that seems to be a struggle for a lot of the mamas in the group. I know that I can definitely resonate with it. And so if you're struggling with with having a hectic morning, we have a few different improve that. So hi, yay, we did it. So so the first recommendation that we have to help out with the hectic morning kind of epidemic among moms is thinking about what you can do the night before in order to simplify your morning. So, for me, it's I do the lunches. My kids are school age, so they have lunches for their preschool and elementary school. So I make their lunches. I used to get up and try to do it all and then have them talking to me and then get them breakfast and do all that. But since then I just know I just need to do the lunches the night before, and then it makes so much more relief because all I have to do is drag them out of the refrigerator, put the ice packs in, and we're done.
And so if you don't have the time to make the lunches, what I find easy is to actually just think what I'm going to make for breakfast and lunch for her. This way I could just do it in the morning, sometimes
Right.
if I'm like, shit, what did she have yesterday? And what, that can take a while and to take everything out. And if I could visualize it at night and just know oh, okay, so I already have the pasta made. I'm just going to put this together. It's just so much more efficient and less stressful.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Some other ideas would be maybe to pull out, pull out the kids' clothes the night before, or if you have, a younger baby like Michaela does, wash your bottles at night or wash the pump at night, or do those things. I know a lot of us are exhausted at the end of the day, but if you can just set aside even 5 or 10 minutes in the evening, it can really change how your morning can look.
Yeah, my morning routine actually started yesterday afternoon. It's crazy because I knew I was going to have a crazy busy week. This is one of my busiest weeks for some reason. And my mom invited me to go to see Santa, and I said, I'm like, shit, I can't go. I'm like, if I go, we're going to be 3 hours there. I'm going to be backed up on my stuff I need to do at home. So I actually just stayed home. Mia took a nap. I washed my hair. I got some work done. I got that prepared. The house was nice and quiet. So I looked over my schedule for the week, and I visualized it. I said, okay, I have this appointment, I have that. And it was I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh, the thought process is already taken care of.
Right.
So all I have to do is just show up. So, even as simple as washing my hair, earlier yesterday, and then doing it as Mia was sleeping, so I don't have to do it this morning, little things like that, just because I knew my week was busy. If it wasn't, I wouldn't have cared. But I just knew I didn't want to be stressed out this morning.
Yeah.
So my morning routine always begins in the evening, and then vice versa. The morning kind of sets you up for the evening, and we'll do another Facebook Live in the upcoming weeks about our evening routines. We just love morning routines, and we, a lot of our podcasts, we ask about, the people we interview about their morning routines because they're just so fascinating, and I find that everybody does things a little bit differently, but we could all get inspired, to just maybe try one thing on, for yourself. So hopefully that helps. To simplify.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, if you can, try to take just a couple minutes to yourself. So it could be, even if you wake up 5 minutes earlier, I know it's hard because some kids can vary on what times they wake up, but ever since I shifted from letting my kids wake me up to getting up before they wake up, my mornings have completely changed. So, and that can be just 5 minutes. So if you know like the earliest time that your kid gets up, and I know if your kid's in like a weird place and waking up at 4 a.m, then yeah, that's like just crazy. So sleep. But even if you just take the
always things you could do like in your bed. I mean, you know, it's hard as moms to have like 20 minutes unless you have kids like your age and they kind of sleep, you know, they have a consistent schedule. But like my shift is just even before I open my eyes to be grateful for like all these things, you know, my bed, my home,
right.
all of these things. And that just puts you into like a completely different state rather than like, oh shit, what do I do? You know, like I gotta do this, and that. Like, do not think of your to-do list, you know, unless you're just walking through your day and visualizing your perfect day. That's the only thing you should be doing in bed.
Yeah. And it could be like that while snuggling, you know? So like if your kiddo is waking you up that early, just be like, hey, you know, let's just snuggle and like whatever, read a book, or like what you do, Michaela, is like tell Amia what you're grateful for, you know, and it's just part of the snuggling routine. So it can look different at different ages or stages or whatever. Every day could be different, but it's just something to keep in mind. And it could be just to be able to like have a shower, like a 5-minute shower alone, you know, without somebody barging in, which happens. So there are lots of things that can help. And then the last thing is kind of prioritizing what's necessary in the morning. You know, what can you eliminate? What can you have your partner or spouse or if you have older children, your kids do? Because, you know, it gets to a point where I know my daughter, she's 8, she can now like, she doesn't completely get her breakfast, but I can whatever, toast her bagel, and then she puts whatever she wants on it.
That's so nice.
She's a little bit more, you know, so it's like just giving them that, like the responsibility.
And they like it. They want it. Yeah, they want to feel like they're contributing. We don't have to do it all for everyone. You know, now Mia kind of grabs her food, so I make sure in the mornings she has, you know, some fruit, maybe like, you know, today she had like a gluten-free waffle, and that she could eat all like with her fingers. So I'm, you know, even if she makes a mess, I'm like, I don't have to, you know, I could let her do her thing for a few minutes, and I could wash the dishes or, you know, kind of like multitask to get done.
Well, and the thing is like, that's the other thing is some of the stuff doesn't have to get done. Like I know a lot of times, like I will generally what happens is the kids wake up. I've already journaled and meditated as part of my morning routine. And then the kids wake up right when I'm starting my workout or in the middle of it. So I'll just like get them set up on their food. And then they may leave plates on the counter. You know, my daughter, she does clear her plate, but my son will, you know, there will be a plate there, but like, I'll just get to it later.
Right.
You know, it's like, I'm not going to like make sure that everything's spotless, because one thing that I learned very early on as a mother was that I would much rather be like a good mom than have like a perfect floor or perfect, you know what I mean? I learned to kind of let those things go, because I'd rather, you know, go give my kiddo a hug or snuggle on the couch for 1 minute than like make sure that the counter's spotless and, you know, all that stuff. So I've learned to kind of let that stuff go.
Yeah. So there's all different ways. Let us know in the comments how you simplify your mornings and what works for you.
Yeah.
And we also, next week we have the new moon. We had a new moon group that we kind of combined into here, so we're not posting in all different places. And I think I posted last week, or I will post this week, to grab your new moon worksheet, which is super fun. It's just something different that you can do in your, you know, in your life, which is like more fun to, you know, put down your dreams and your intentions and like let the moon work its magic. And it's really powerful and awesome, and lots of fun stuff has been happening for us doing it. We've been doing it for the last few months. So we hope to have you join us. And if you have some
Yes.
rituals that you do, please share with us. Post something fun, or, if you see an article or something like that, let us know. And we will be back doing our Facebook Live next Monday, around the same time, 11 or 12. So have your coffee or your tea ready, and join us there.
Yes. All right. Have a beautiful day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.